Dear friend, have you ever felt like life became overwhelming, difficult, and challenging? Have you ever wondered if there is a way to look at things differently, find peace and happiness even in the most difficult moments? If the answer is yes, then you are not alone. Today, we will introduce to you 3 quotes that will change your perspective on life according to the Stoic philosophy that has existed for thousands of years and is still valid today. These sayings are not just simple advice, but also powerful tools to help you face all difficulties and find true meaning and happiness. You won't believe that with just 3 simple sentences, you can completely change the way you perceive and react to life. Stoic philosophy is not just for ancient philosophers, but can also be immediately applied to your modern life. If you can transform negative emotions into positive thoughts and meaningful actions, your life will be wonderful. Please interact with us by leaving a comment below. We look forward to receiving your shares, thoughts, and experiences after applying these sayings in life. You probably won't believe it, but these tips have helped change the lives of many people, and we believe they will do the same for you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on useful and inspiring content from our channel. Come on, let's explore together and start the life-changing journey with Stoic philosophy right now. Saying 1. A poor person is not someone who has too little, but someone who always wants to have more. Seneca. What do you think about this statement? Dear friend, have you ever wondered why such a simple saying has so much profound meaning? Let me tell you a story that I think will help you better understand what Seneca wanted to convey. Once, I met a friend named John. John is a tireless worker. He always yearns for more money and more success. Oh, you might think that's a good thing, right? Who doesn't want to go further in life? But let me continue. John comes from a poor family. From a young age, he had to witness his parents working hard to support the family. That made him determined to escape poverty at all costs. He studied hard, was always at the top of his class, and eventually received a scholarship to a prestigious university. After graduating, John quickly advanced in his career. He worked day and night, non-stop, in the hope that one day he would achieve the wealth he dreamed of. You know, John finally achieved those successes. He bought a big house, a luxury car, and had a bank account full of money. But guess what? Alas, John still doesn't feel happy. He always felt like he needed to have more. One day I asked him, John, why aren't you happy even though you've achieved everything you've ever dreamed of? He replied, I don't know, it seems like whatever I achieve is never enough. Do you see, John is falling into the trap that Seneca talked about. He has everything materially, but he always yearns for more. And that makes him spiritually poor. I know, trying to achieve your goals is very important. There's nothing wrong with wanting to go further, wanting to improve yourself, and achieve success in life. But think about it. If we always crave more, will we ever truly feel satisfied? There is another story I want to share with you. It's about a farmer who lives in a small village. He did not have many assets, only a small piece of land for farming and a simple house. But he was always happy and satisfied with his life. Every morning, he wakes up and goes to work in his fields, tending to his crops and raising his family. One day, a rich traveler passed by and saw this farmer laughing and chatting happily next to the lush green rice plant. The traveler asked in surprise, "How can you be happy with such a simple life?" The farmer replied, "I don't need much to be happy. I have enough to eat, enough to wear, and my family is healthy. That's enough for me." You see, happiness does not come from having many possessions, but from being satisfied with what you have. We always crave more, we will always feel deprived and never truly happy. Do you ever wondered, why do we aim higher, want more? This doesn't mean we shouldn't try. Trying is important, but if we let greed and constant desire control us, we will never feel enough. Oh my goodness! How can we find satisfaction and happiness if we are always chasing after things that are not really necessary? Go back to Seneca's quote. He does not advise us to live a life without goals or without trying. Rather, he wants us to realize that real poverty is not material deprivation, but bottomless greed. When we learn to be satisfied with what we have, we will find true wealth. If we take the time to appreciate what we have, be grateful for the little things in life, we will feel much happier. Happiness is not a destination, but a journey. It's magical. When we know how to appreciate the present, we will see that life is simple, full, and meaningful. So what can you do to practice this? Start small. Take time every day to look back and be grateful for the good things you have. Did you know keeping a gratitude journal can be a great way to practice contentment? Every day, write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. It could be a delicious meal, a meaningful conversation, or just a peaceful moment when you look at the blue sky. Do you see? When we change the way we look at life, we will see things become better. True wealth isn't about having more, it's about being satisfied with what you have. You probably won't believe it, but when you practice contentment, you will find your life becomes lighter and happier. And then, remember that goals and efforts are important, but what's more important is knowing how to be satisfied and appreciate what you have. You'll never guess? True wealth lies in your inner satisfaction, not in the amount of possessions you own. Isn't it amazing? Try it out and feel the difference. What do you think? Please share your thoughts and let us learn and grow together. Just think about it, how beautiful and meaningful life would become if we knew how to be satisfied and appreciate what we have. Saying too, if you can endure it, then endure it. Stop complaining. Marcus Aurelius. Dear friends, what do you think about this statement? Oh boy, you're probably thinking, easier said than done, Marcus. But let me explain why this quote is so important, especially from a Stoic perspective. Let's start with a simple question. Why suffer? Why can't we just complain and whine about everything that's bothering us? Well, you know, when we complain, we are wasting our precious energy on things that bring no benefit. Think about it. Have you ever found yourself complaining and things suddenly getting better? I bet not. Instead of complaining, we can redirect that energy into finding solutions and improving the situation. Guess? When we really focus on solving a problem, we not only overcome it, but also learn a lot of useful things. For example, in a stressful work environment, instead of complaining about your workload, try to think about whether there is a more effective way to manage your time and tasks. You may find new, creative methods you never thought of. You know, Marcus Aurelius wasn't just about enduring without complaint. He really wants us to develop a resilient spirit, an iron will to face life's challenges. By enduring, we train ourselves to become stronger, both physically and mentally. Imagine you're running a marathon. You feel pain and fatigue, but instead of stopping and complaining, you keep running step by step. Result? Not only will you finish the race, but you'll also feel stronger and more confident in your abilities. So how do you practice tolerance? First, try identifying situations that make it easy for you to complain. Alas, maybe it's when you're faced with a difficult task at work, or when you're having trouble in your personal life. Do you see? When we start complaining, we are giving control of the situation to someone else or the situation. Instead, keep that control by enduring and finding a way to solve the problem. How can we control everything that is out of our hands? That's right, we can't. But what we can control is how we react to those situations. By remaining rational and stoic, we can endure without complaint, find solutions, and overcome all difficulties. It's amazing. Patience and patience can transform our lives so much. When we learn to endure, we not only become stronger, but also find peace of mind. What do you think about this? Instead of complaining, try to endure it and see how things change. You will see, sometimes with just a little patience and endurance, life becomes much more pleasant. Finally, ask yourself, do you want to be a complainer or a solution finder? Do you want to live a life controlled by circumstances or one who is in control of your reactions to circumstances? Think about it. Which path will you choose? And then, remember that endurance not only helps you overcome difficulties, but also helps you grow and improve yourself. Isn't it amazing? Marcus Aurelius saw it centuries ago, and his lessons are still valid today. Do you think you can apply it? Try it and feel the difference. I believe you will practice and do it and let you understand about this statement 3. we are delighted to share with you a special interview with an expert on Stoic philosophy. You know, in a busy and competitive modern life, many of us have experienced feelings of jealousy and boredom. To help you better understand these emotions and find ways to overcome them, we invited a reputable expert to discuss a famous quote from Seneca. Jealousy of others shows they are unhappy. Their constant attention to other people's behavior shows that they are bored. Let's listen to the profound and valuable sharing of experts to find inspiration and useful advice for your daily life. Let's talk together. Hello, expert. It's a pleasure to welcome you today. Can you explain Seneca's statement more clearly? Hello, I'm very happy to participate in this interview. In my opinion, Seneca's quote emphasizes that jealousy and boredom are two closely related emotions. As you know, jealousy is not only a sign that you are dissatisfied with yourself, but also that you are seeking satisfaction from comparing yourself to others. This often comes from an inner feeling of incompleteness. It is an emotion that we all experience at least once in our lives. That's interesting. According to you, why do we easily fall into feelings of jealousy and boredom in modern life? You know, in modern society, with the development of social networks and information technology, we are often surrounded by images and information about other people's lives. In my opinion, this makes it easy for us to fall into the trap of comparison. You see the beautiful, successful moments of others and wonder why you don't achieve the same. This creates feelings of jealousy and lack of self-satisfaction. That's normal. I was just like you before. So can you share with us how to overcome this feeling? Sure, I'm happy to share. First, we need to realize that each person has their own path, their own journey. Think about it. Can you really be happy living someone else's life? Happiness does not come from achieving what others have, from finding joy and meaning in what you have and do. In my opinion, one of the most effective ways to overcome jealousy is to focus on yourself, identify your own values and goals, and work hard to achieve them. That's profound. But if someone feels bored and constantly paying attention to others, do you have any advice for them? Yes, boredom is often the result of lacking clear goals or not knowing how to use your time effectively. You know, we are often bored when there is nothing in life that truly challenges or sparks our passion. To overcome this, find new activities, learn new skills, or get involved in meaningful projects. In my opinion, challenging yourself and constantly learning will help you find joy and satisfaction. Can you give a specific example of applying this philosophy to everyday life? Sure. Let's take the example of learning a new skill. You know, when you start learning a new language, it can feel difficult and even boring at first. But as you progress, you will begin to enjoy and feel a sense of satisfaction when you can communicate in the language. This not only helps you avoid boredom, but also opens up many new opportunities in life. That was amazing. So do you have any other advice to help people overcome jealousy and boredom? You might not believe it, but being grateful for what you have is a great way to combat feelings of jealousy. Take time every day to look back at the good things in your life, even the smallest thing. Keeping a gratitude journal can help you focus on the positive and reduce your focus on what others have. Do you think practicing mindfulness can help with this as well? Oh, you're right. Mindfulness is a powerful tool to help us live in the present and ward off feelings of jealousy and boredom. When you practice mindfulness, you focus on your present experiences without judgment. This helps you realize the value of present moments and reduce comparisons with others. In my opinion, mindfulness helps us perceive life more fully and deeply. So can you share some simple mindfulness exercises that people can do every day? Of course. One of the simplest mindfulness exercises is deep breathing. Hey, take a few minutes every day to sit still and focus on your breathing. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly, feeling each flow of air entering and leaving your body. This exercise helps you relax and brings alertness. That's so helpful. Can you share more about how mindfulness can help us avoid jealousy? Imagine, when you practice mindfulness, you become more aware of your thoughts and emotion. You'll notice when you start comparing yourself to others and be able to stop, or the feelings of jealousy become too strong. Mindfulness helps you realize that happiness is not a destination, but a journey. In my opinion, living fully in the present is the best way to find satisfaction and avoid negative emotions. Thank you very much for these profound and useful shares. Before ending the interview, is there anything you want to say to our audience? Dear friends, remember that life is not a race to compare and compete with others. Each of us has our own journey, and it is important to find joy and meaning in that journey. Just think, if you take the time to focus on positive things and appreciate what you have, you will find life becomes much easier and happier. Don't let jealousy and boredom dull your joy. Live to the fullest and be grateful for every present moment. Thank you very much, expert. His advice will definitely be of great help to our audience. Dear friends, try applying these tips to your daily life and feel the difference. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section below. See you again in the next interview. Thank you, and wish you all a life full of joy and meaning. So we've explored 3 profound quotes from Stoic philosophy, and hopefully they've helped you look at life in a new way. These philosophies do not just stop at contemplation, but are also a guideline for you to apply in your daily life, helping you become more resilient and happy. What do you think about these sayings? Have they changed your outlook on life? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts with us. Don't forget to click subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next interesting and useful content. Together, we will continue our journey to explore Stoic philosophy and find peace in life. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.